Saros is a beautiful game with great combat, an intriguing story that unravels, and a really interesting setting. There's a lot to like in Saros. It's kind of like a roguelite set in this like sort of wild setting where a bunch of these people have gone off to like this other planet, and there were people there who came to sort of check it out first, and now Raul, Kohli's character Arjuna's come in as one of the people to come in and save everyone. You get stuck in this weird loop where you die, and then for some reason you come back and your character doesn't know why.
The sun is forever, and so am I.
As you go out into these levels, they're gorgeous. You have to like dash, and you have to use your shield to absorb these blue balls that come out of the enemies and use that to power a power weapon, which you can, blow them up with or use some other abilities with. It's also got this kind of Metroidvania thing where you can return to these levels later if you get certain unlocks, because then you can access something you couldn't access before. I wanted to talk about the fact that I have not played Returnal. This is almost like a spiritual successor. Compared to Saros, it's apparently quite a lot harder, where Saros is easier and more accessible overall, and the gameplay and the movement and everything really looks very, very similar. Of course, this has got some different roguelite elements and upgrades and things which are a bit more traditional that some people can latch onto. I like that you're going into these levels and they change all the time. So every time you do another cycle after dying and waking up again, you keep your upgrades as you go, like a roguelike, but doesn't do full area or level generation, just kind of swaps them around. And there's this eclipse that happens that changes the whole world into this corrupted version where it's a lot more dangerous. You generally play the normal version, then you play the corrupted version, and then there's a boss at the end, and then you move on. If you die, you have to play through the entire thing again. This is a game that doesn't expect you to get it right the first time. As I was getting further and further into these levels, playthroughs get longer and longer. You can't just restart, get back, and use some sort of shortcut to just sort of get back to the boss and try them again. You have to go through everything again. Having to redo these levels over and over again can get quite tiring and long-winded. Also, you need to fight things so that by the time you get to the boss, you've got equipment and your power weapon and things like that.
But I always come back stronger.
And I just don't want to spend that amount of time every single time I die at a boss. That just sort of started really deflating how I felt about everything. And the story is interesting, I thought, but the payoff isn't that big. This is a good game in so many ways, and yet this sort of pacing of the runs is where it really kills it for me. Saros, cool, beautiful game. I love what it's doing in so many ways. It just doesn't feel like it's using my time effectively, and unfortunately, time is quite precious. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button to let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Here's some more videos you can check out. I'll see you over there.